The mission of Scientologists is to clear this planet, which means to turn everyone into what we call Rondroids, or Scientology robots who can only think and speak L. Ron Hubbard. Okay.
Well, obviously they don't define it that way. How do they see it? I mean, what do they view clearing the planet as meaning?
Oh, well, it means a clearing of its insanity.
Basically, everyone becomes a Scientologist.
Right. Now, lower level people, according to L. Ron Hubbard's sacred doctrine, lower level people, which would include, well, anybody not a Scientologist, basically, but lower level people are to be disposed of quietly and without sorrow.
Now, what do you mean by lower level people? You don't mean lower level Scientologists here?
No, but anyone who doesn't get into Scientology is a lower level person. Okay. Hubbard used it originally to specify people like homosexuals, psychiatric patients, mental patients, just low level people in general would in the new society be disposed excuse me, disposed of quietly without sorrow. When I read that doctrine, I was shocked. I mean, that and the fair game law, I realized this is a Nazi cult in disguise.
So you basically get this document that says, we'll destroy our enemies. You get another one saying you can't associate with people who aren't in the group that try and get you out of the group. And then you see something that says, when we take over, anyone that isn't with us is going to be killed.
Yeah, right. You're going to be disposed of. Exactly.
And did you have this revelation that you had to get out of this group?
Yes, sure. I certainly did, and I did. But I withdrew kind of gradually, you might say. But this was on my mind most of the time, and when I did finally realize that I was completely withdrawn, I started actively doing what I could to expose, their insanity and their crimes.
Why did you withdraw gradually? Why didn't you just say, I can't deal with this, I cannot condone what this group stands for, and just walked out?
I would say that for most people, getting out of Scientology is a slow process. It's not an overnight revelation. It's a very slow process, and I tell people who have family members or somebody in Scientology, I say when your daughter or your wife, whoever it is, starts to get out, you may be the last to know. This becomes a very, very personal thing. You have bought into this mindset completely, okay? And now you're going to reverse it. You're going to pull out. And you just don't do that, for the most part, overnight. What you have to do basically is deprogram yourself. And you do that with information. People in Scientology are fed nothing but Scientology and Scientology lies day and night. When they start to pull out, they access the internet, whatever, they start to get some truthful information on L. Ron Hubbard and on Scientology and on the organization. And little by little, all this truthful information helps to deprogram them from this insane mindset. But it's not an overnight process.